Hey guys, so welcome to our new classroom, and this is different and weird and no one really understands it, but we're going to do our best to get through this together. So what I wanted to do is just have an introduction, and I want to explain the things that we're going to be doing over the next couple of days. So I'm going to type on here so you can see it, and then I'm going to upload this into our Schoology folder. So our goal for the next unit that we're doing, we're pausing on cell division. We're good. We did mitosis. We did cell cycle. It's over. We're not going to talk about meiosis anymore. So what we're going to talk about is DNA and protein synthesis. What is DNA? We talked about that before a little bit. What does protein synthesis mean? It means to make proteins. So in order to talk about DNA, we need to do the structure of DNA and the function of DNA, right? DNA has a shape. DNA has a job. That's going to be one big idea. And we're going to spend a day with the structure of DNA and its job. And that's it. When we finish that, that day is over. Pat yourselves on the back. You did a great job. Then the next day, the next time we meet, we're going to talk about RNA, what the types of it are, and how it helps DNA. So they work together. Same thing. Pat on the back. Great job. Then the last thing we have to do is protein synthesis. That has 2 steps. We're going to talk about transcription and then translation. Those are the 2 steps that we need. Whoops, not equal sign. 2 steps that we need to make a protein. Transcription makes mRNA. That'll make sense soon. Move myself out of the way here. Make that a little smaller so we can see it on one slide. There we go. And translation, we'll make that smaller too. Translation makes protein. So that's it. We have 3 things to do. So that's going to take us 3, maybe 4 class days. Once we finish how everything is normal, we're going to talk about mistakes and mutations and maybe some diseases. So we'll get into that. Then we're going to talk about genetics. I don't want to get overwhelmed. I don't want any of you to get overwhelmed. We're going to keep it simple. What DNA is, what it looks like, what its job is, what RNA is, what it looks like, what its job is, and what protein synthesis is. In terms of how class is going to go, I'm going to have an open Zoom class or an open Zoom meeting every time our class period meets. So as you're working on stuff, as you're watching videos, you can pop into the Zoom and ask me any questions. We're going to have a discussion, maybe a worksheet to do. If you could submit the worksheet using Kami or whatever you use to do it online, great. If not, just type the answers right in and send those to me. If you can't do that, we'll figure it out. We want you to understand DNA. So every day you're going to go into Schoology, you're going to see a folder with today's date, whatever the date is, the address for the Zoom meeting, the links to the videos, and the assignments of whatever work you have to do. So that's our goal for at least the next 4 or 5 class meetings. So remember, we only see you every other day. So just check in, check on Schoology, and just do what you need to do that day. Any questions? Come to the Zoom meeting. Come to our office hours. I'm not sure when Mr. Troutman is setting his up. Mine are going to be 10:45 to 11:45 every day. And ask us any questions there. So again, to recap, DNA and protein synthesis. What DNA is and what it does. What the RNA is and how it helps. And how we make a protein.